Hi everyone, welcome back to hashtag Freeze Dried Fridays. So today what I'm using that's freeze dried is Thrive Fuji apples. These are awesome just to munch on. Show you what they look like in the jar or the can. And this is the Pantry can. They are wonderful. Now what I did to refresh these is I used 100% of cranberry juice in with 1 cup of these apples, and it come out like this. And then that's where you get the Cran-Apple from. And I let it sit now for well over 20 minutes because I got busy, sidetracked. So I'm going to add that in with some strawberries and some sugar and a little bit of lemon, and we're going to make some wonderful jam. Well, let's get busy doing this. Let me bring you in closer so you can see how I'm doing it. Okay, this is my dash mixer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything in here and blend it well. But to make my life a little easier, I'm going to take that off and do this. So here I've got 1 cup of the Thrive apple slices that I've refreshed with 1 cup, and I made sure when I poured it in that it said 1 cup of the cranberry, 100% cranberry juice. Then I took out 4 cups of strawberries that were frozen from last year that I had to get used up. So I'm going to pour that in here. And I rinsed them, and then I stuck them back in here and kind of let them thaw out a little. It just makes it easier, and I like my jams and jellies. I like a little bit of fruit, but not, you know, where there's big chunks in it. Now also, it calls for 3 tablespoons of Classic Pectin. So before I blend it, I'm going to add it to this mix. If you're using the ball jelly jam maker, you can only use the Classic in there. I don't know why it's recommended, but that's what it says. I suppose I could research it and I'll put it across at the bottom of the video. Alright. Put our lid on, and this is going to get loud. So I'll probably fast forward you through this part. Okay, it's done. So that's how easy that was. Ball jelly jam maker machine. If you don't have this, you need to get one. It is wonderful. Okay, so now that the cherries are blended, I've got my sugar out because I'm going to need 2 cups of sugar. I'm doing a reduced recipe. Just take the lid off. I'm just going to put that right in there. And I don't have to add the pectin or nothing because I already did. Okay, so now that that's in there, I'm going to push it back a little. And down here it says jam. So you hit jams, and it takes 21 minutes for this to work. And then I'll show you closer. See? Jam, and then I hit enter, and then it starts moving all by itself. I'm telling you, this is a wonderful machine. If you don't have one, save up for one. Now in about 3 minutes or 4 minutes, it's going to beep and it's going to tell me to add the sugar. Don't put the lid on yet. You got to wait, and then once that's done, then we add the sugar. And then I have 17 minutes to get my jars ready and get them ready for water bathing, which I've got the water boiling over there. It'll make about 4 pints of jam. which for around here that's perfect because I like to make different varieties of jams. So, and I use half pint jars, so you get quite a bit out of it. All right, I'll be back. Now it's time to add the sugar. 2 cups. I'm telling you, this makes the best. You just go around and the machine does the work for you. So while that's working, I don't have to stir it or nothing. It automatically does it by itself. And it's wonderful. All right. We'll be back when it's done, but now's the time to put the lid on it. So see how it's working it in there? It does all the work for you. Put the lid on, and the lid has little holes in there so that it vents out. Oh, I forgot the butter. Okay, I almost forgot the butter. You gotta add a little bit of butter, about a half a tablespoon in there, and that stops it from foaming a little. All right, now let the machine do what it wants to do. I've got 16 minutes to get everything ready to water bath. I'll be back. Okay, so the timer went off. So now we can look at our jams. Look at that. Yum. Put the lid over here. That looked yummy. All right, we're gonna stir it around. And there's some pieces that I didn't get all chopped up well, which is fine. It's like a little treasure when you open your jams. So that is how easy it is to make Cran-Apple Strawberry Jam with your jelly jam maker ball machine. Okay, so now I'm going to can it up. I've got hot jars. Now I'll do one and then we'll come at the end there. Well, I better. I'll do one here, I'll do one and then we'll come back at the end. See, that's why you have towels down on the counter. See, I felt that too full, which is okay. We can take some out and put it in the other jar. You want it about 1/4 from the top. There. All right. There's white vinegar in here. Wipe down the tops. Jesus. Wipe down the top. I've got my lids in hot water. Check that, make sure, yep. It's hot. I always use another towel. You put it on finger tight. And then you put it in your hot water. And then we'll get ready to do the rest. Okay, I'll be back. The jars are ready to be taken out. I got this little mat that absorbs water. I got it from the dollar store. $1, of course. So let's look what these look like. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? This is my second batch of making the same kind of jam. And And I got a jar out from the fridge of the first batch so I can do a taste test with you so that you know what it looks like and how it'll be all canned up. Now this, see, it's still thick, but as it cools down, it will thicken up more. It's a really nice jam. It almost comes out like cranberry jam jelly. So good. That's the pings we want to hear. Alright, well I hope you had fun watching me make jam, and I hope if you got some freeze-dried apples and you want to try to make some jam that you do. I did have a jar from last time, let's see, 6/26/18 that I made it. It's Cran-Apple Strawberry Jam. Same jam, except I used the green Granny Smiths instead of the Fuji apples with that. But I'll show you how nice and thick it came out. Look at that. So thick. And it is delicious. Yum. I had to make a second batch because my first batch, this is all I got left. Well, everyone, big hugs from my pantry to yours. Have a great day. Bye.